Welcome, boys and girls, to lesson 5.8. And today's question for you is, which is easier for you, subtracting mixed numbers or subtracting improper fractions? Now, as you might have guessed, today we're going to be working with subtracting improper fractions and subtracting mixed numbers. But first, let's start off with a review. Okay. Yesterday we worked with adding mixed numbers. So that's what today's review is going to be. So I'm going to give you 3 problems, and I want you to pause the video, write them down, pause the video, and solve them. And then when you're done, check and see how you did. First problem is going to be 1 1/6 plus 3 4/6. Problem number 2 is 3 2/7 plus 2 5/7. And your third problem is 6 8/9 plus 4 7/9. So write those problems down, pause the video, and then check and see how you solve the problem, and then check and see how you did. When you're ready, restart the video, okay? Hopefully, boys and girls, you have taken time and solved these problems. So let's check and see how you did. Alright, the first one, 1 1/6 plus 3 4/6. What we're going to do is we add the numerators first. 5 and, I already gave you the answer. 1 plus 4 is 5. Over the denominator, the language we're speaking is 6. Now, this is not an improper fraction because the numerator is less than the denominator, so okay. So now we just add 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 5/6. Alright, let's look at number 2 here. First thing we're going to do is add the numerators. 2 plus 5 is 7. And the language we're speaking is 7. And now, 7 over 7 is going to be, is always, any number that's the same on the numerator and the denominator are the same, that's going to equal 1. So I'm going to cross that off and carry the 1 essentially. So now I get 1 plus 3 plus 2 is going to be 6. Now if you had 5 and 7/7, hopefully you recognize that this is 1 and you'll carry the 1 because the correct answer is 6. Alright, let's look at our final question here. We have 6 8/9 plus 4 7/9. First thing we're going to do is take our numerators, add them together. 8 and 7 is going to be 15, and our language is 9. Now, before I start adding my whole numbers, I'm going to say this is an improper fraction because 9 is bigger than 15 is bigger than 9. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and take away 1. I'm going to try and take away 1 from this. So I'm going to subtract 9/9. Now remember, 9 is going to stay the same. Our new denominator stays the same. But 15 less 9 is going to be 6. So now we're going to have 6/9. And this is 1, and we're going to put that up there. So now we have 4 plus 6 is 10 plus 1, 11 6/9. Now hopefully you got those all correct. If not, check and see what you did wrong. Did you make a bonehead mistake? 1 plus 4 equals 4. Or did you have did you forget that 7 over 7 is 1 and forget to carry the 1? Or did we have problems with this step? Now wherever you had the problem, check and see. If you're still confused by this, please talk to Mr. Winkleman or another adult to help clarify that. Or go back to yesterday's video and see where you went wrong. Alright, video number 2 is coming up next, and we're going to start looking at subtracting.